One of the questions that I'm asked the most, and one of the things that I would consider and discuss with other people the most, is what is the next big thing? I've said a few times in a couple of Q&As and things what I think that might be, and I also think I've found a company that might be making that a reality. They might be making my prediction for what the next big thing in football boots is going to be actually happen. The company I'm talking about is IMOTANA, or IMOTANA, shall we say, and I'm going to bring up the website, we'll look at it here together. Design your own football boots. Now, this isn't particularly revolutionary. If I just click design now, it's an option to change all the different elements of the football boot. This is a lot of fun. Nike have been doing it for years. Adidas did do it. They don't really do it so much anymore, but you know, this is fun. There's loads of things that you can change. But as I say, not exactly revolutionary. It is a pretty cool little visualizer though, and it is on par with what you could pick up from the Nike by You, the Nike ID system. It's actually very, very good, but clearly not the revolution that we're looking for. The revolution we're looking for is just a little bit further down the page. Now, they have a video for this, so I'm gonna play you the video, and that's gonna tell you almost everything you need to know and why you should be getting hyped. That's right, it's AI that's going to scan your feet from your phone to produce a digital 3D image that can then be used to produce boots to the exact shape and size of your feet. That is amazing. It's something that I've said should come, it's something I've wanted to arrive for so long, and the fact that it's potentially happening is amazing. And I'm not surprised this is happening from a smaller or startup company. This is a small German company as far as I know, and it's a lot easier for these guys to kind of put together this idea and put it out than maybe it would be for someone like Nike. Imagine the scale of the process that would be required for Nike, Adidas, Puma to actually do this. So to have a smaller option, almost try it out first, could be very, very interesting. These guys are on Kickstarter. I'm already signed up. They're due to go live in about a month and a half. If you sign up early, there's a discount so you can pick the boots up cheaper. I'm 100% getting a pair. I will be front and center just to try this out. But will the boots actually be any good? There's obviously, if it fits great or it molds to your foot, that's all good news, it's all good tech. Will the boots actually be any good? Well, they have given us a little bit of information, so I'll run that through with you now. Okay, your starters. So there's a power grid. So you see the patterning on the front of the boot, it looks like kind of a cracked eggshell. That's a power grid, it's a silicon element. So it's kind of like a tacky striking element that they've added. Not a bad thing. It's going to come in a high cut and a low cut option. I don't particularly like the look of the high cut. I think the low cut will be a lot better. And if you play around with like the colors and the ID kind of option of it, some of it makes it look the boot look really bad, some of it makes it look really good. So be careful what colors you choose if you do go for this. It's going to be a knitted boot, so it's generally knit boots tend to be quite a premium material, quite high quality. You don't get many that aren't particularly good in knit, so it's going to be knitted. That's really positive. It's also going to weigh 220 grams, which isn't particularly light, but it's also not super heavy. It's around, it's probably a bit lighter than the current Predator Freak, to give you an idea of what that sits at. So we've spoken about that 3D modeling and how excited I am by that, what that means, and they've already stated this is possible. Left and right feet. Everyone's got different size left and right feet. Some people it's quite extreme. You're going to be able to get a boot that's completely different sizes for your left and right if you need it, because they're going to use a 3D model of each of your feet. Amazing. Hamilton's sat on my lap right now, so with the spinny chair, I feel a little bit like an evil James Bond villain. I'm waiting for someone to come in the door so I can spin round and be like, ah, I've been expecting you, while stroking the cat's head. It's an odd thing to say in the middle of a boot video. Should we just get on with it? Hey, go on. Are there any downsides? Well, potentially yes. You can't just order a size, you have to do this 3D modeling system, and that means that the boots are going to come, they're going to be yours, and there's no way of exchanging or swapping these boots, because of course it's identical to what you require, to your foot type. Nobody else is really going to have that, so the chances of being able to exchange this or send it back, they're just not going to let you do it. And then on top of that, if you want to sell these on, pretty much impossible to do. So the tech is fantastic, the options are fantastic, but there's definitely a couple of downsides. It's not specific to this company, but on the whole, there's definitely some downsides to this particular technology. Now, obviously this is a Kickstarter, it's a startup campaign. Do we actually think that this is going to come to fruition? Well, so far they've hit all their targets that are going through. They look to be launching on schedule, and these are two of the people behind this particular project. So this is a German-based team. Two of the people behind this project are also part of or started the Titan goalkeeping gloves brand. So it's Titan with a 1 where the first I goes, and they have Bundesliga keepers wearing their gloves. They have history of developing, producing, and getting out into the market high quality products that get used by people. So there's definitely a lot of confidence you should have there. And then on top of that, right, you've probably heard me go through all of this and you're thinking, yeah, like €500 for a pair. They are stating that their full retail price will be €200. €200 for a custom fitted pair of boots. Now, if you do like the comparison to what you're going to pay for an elite level Nike boot, a plus level Adidas boot, even a 0.1 Adidas boot, a Puma top end boot, they're all €200 plus. So it's not any more expensive to get hold of this custom fitted boot, which I think is definitely worth a shot. Of course, I'll be reviewing them. And then on top of that, if you go through their Kickstarter, you follow what they're doing at the moment, I will leave a link down in the top pinned comment. There's no affiliation here, by the way. They don't even know I'm making this video. So if you want to go and support them with the Kickstarter, you can actually pledge, you can actually help them out, and that means that you'll be able to pick up the boots when they release for €120 for like a €1 deposit, which is basically what I've already done. So I'm really excited. I think this is the start of something huge. If this works, I think that not only will it show the technologies there, I think it will push some of the bigger brands to try this. It might not become the norm in football because I'm imagining the technology, the processes, all that kind of stuff, it just wouldn't be feasible to make every single person who buys a pair of boots a specific boot and to not allow returns and things like that. But for this particular company and for maybe a line within some of the other brands, I think that this is phenomenal. Do let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. Are you hyped about this? Do you not care? Do you think it's a bit stupid? I don't, but you might. Let me know. If you do like this, if you do like this kind of content as well, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. And if you do want to support them, head to Kickstarter. If you want to support me, head to patreon.com/BootWizard. It's greatly appreciated. But that's all from me and my super hyped self today. Have a good one, and I will see you soon.